Good morning. So today is gonna be goals part 3, and what I want to do today is really just kind of dig deeper into goals and just kind of help you with some practical things that I know will help you accomplish your goals. So one of the first thing about goals is that you need to write it down. I must have maybe at least 10, 20 of these notebooks. I don't know the exact number to be honest, but literally with every one of these books, could have brought some other ones too, but I always, put my name, the date I started, you know, and when I'm done, because what happened is every single day that I write in here, I date it, you know, I dated it. I'm sorry, you can't see it. I'm trying to show you something that you can't see, but the bottom line, what I'm trying to get at is this: is you got to get in the habit of writing your goals down. It's not good enough for you to say out loud what your goal is. You must write it down. And the easiest way to do it and keep yourself organized is by having a lot of composition books. I get these from Dollar Tree. I buy them like 10 at a time. I give them to all my employees. And like I said, of course, I use it for myself daily. So again, the objective is with goals. So number one is writing it down. That's one of the things I want you to do, please. The other thing you have to do is you must recite it every day. That first the first post that I had done earlier this week, I kind of walk you through my daily affirmations where before I go to work, to my shop, I literally make sure that every single day I verbalize in front of the mirror, staring myself in the eye. There's something powerful about staring yourself in the eye. It's like, the biggest reason to look in somebody in the eye is to build trust. It's like you're building trust with yourself in regards to your goals. You're training your body to believe what you say, and that's the purpose why my affirmations, I do them literally every single day, not just Monday through Friday. I do them on the weekend too. I used to do it, the affirmation, just Monday through Friday. And what I realized is when I didn't do it over the weekend, by the time Monday come, it's like I lost a lot of momentum. And it's like hell trying to restart and get that motor going again like that, So I learned just to keep it and, just do it every day. I mean, it doesn't take that long, you got 24 hours in a day. Even if it took you between affirmation, meditation, everything, even if it took you an hour, you still got 23 left, man. And it's like that hour that you're doing per day, in my opinion, is the most important part of your day. It's not the work you do. Even if you run a business, it's really the plan, this is going over your goals basically every day. But every single day I read my long-term goal. The long-term goal, by the way, is a goal that you want to set for yourself that's at least 5, 10, 15, or 20 years out. And like I shared with you guys from yesterday, again, I'm not interested in A and B goals. All I want you to work on, because you deserve it. In my opinion, I believe that everyone can be a millionaire, and it's not even about the money, to be honest with you. What it is in order for you to make that money, you have to be a different person. So what I'm in love with is the person that you are, that's able to have the ability to make $1 million. You know what I mean? It's gonna take you to transform into something beautiful that can, allow you to not only do it, but be able to maintain it and do it over and over again. So, again, we talking about C goals, doing affirmations, making sure you write it down. And really, as you can see, I'm just talking to you. I'm just telling you stuff that I know, will make a big difference for you. What else? In relation to goals. With goals, like I said from yesterday, is you have to also just make sure that it's something that you really want. I can't stress that enough. It's not just, you don't just make up a random goal. You really got to think about it and just be like, okay, what do you really, really want, man? And, it's like, again, You know, nobody tell you this stuff, man. So it's like you just got to think about it. And who cares if it take you a week? I don't care if it take you a month. You spend your lifetime without goals. Do you know? I'm gonna give you some stats. Do you know that 95% out of every 100 people, I'm not making this shit up, Google it yourself. Learn this from Napoleon, from Earl Nightingale, and just regular statistics. 95% of people out here do not have a real goal. People have wishes. See, you know, if your goal don't have a deadline, that lead me to it. I knew it was something missing. Is your goals, it must have deadlines. You know, it must have a deadline. If you have a goal that you're saying and you don't have a deadline to it, that's called a wish. You know, wish depends on luck and stuff, man. I'm all about creating what I want. So it's like, you know, your goals, again, I'm going to just keep repeating them because I want you to get it, is you must write it down. You must recite it every single day. Recite your long-term goal and your annual goal. I've already posted mine, so you can look at mine and just read mine over and over to give you ideas on, you know, what kind of goals you can set for yourself, you know? Because some things you want, you don't even think it's a goal, but damn it, it is a goal. If you ain't got it right now and you want it, it's a goal. You can put it on the list. You know, for me, every year, I always make sure I have at least 10, you know? I think, you know, whatever you come up with. I mean, shit, it's more than you have right now, you know? But I would say come up with 5 to 10, at least 5 to 10 things that you really, really, really want to accomplish this year, and make it into a goal. And as far as your long-term goal goes, I mean, now I'm kind of asking you to use your imagination here and pushing you to do it, but I want you to imagine, like, what's something that you really would want if there was nothing stopping you. And I think that's the easiest and best place to help you create the goals you want, because most people don't realize it, but it's like, you know, they think of goals, you know, only things that they feel like they can accomplish. And again, I'm telling you and I'm begging you to really think outside of that. If you had no issue whatsoever, like, what is a long-term goal that you would want 5, 10, or 15 years from now? Provided, just take a guess. If everything goes the way you want it to go, what would that really be? You know, that way, you know, you can find something really, if you think hard enough about it, I'm sure you'll find it. But don't rush to just write something down. That's the bottom line I'm trying to get to. I really want you to think hard about it and just find something that's worth your life, that's worth you doing your entire life. And, you know, once you find that, and you can feel when it's right, that's another thing. It's like you can feel it, you know, you can feel that passion, you feel it, intuition. It's like you feel it, like, okay, I got it. You know when you got it, you know. But, and then, you know, a couple other things. Oh my God, here's some juicy ones. I want to share this with you. So also, it's like, you really got to get to the point where you stop caring what people think, man. You know, like, one of the biggest freedom I've ever had is the freedom of not giving up, not caring what people think about me, what they got to say about me. I really don't care, y'all. I really don't care about people's opinion about me, because the only opinion that matters is yours, for you. Just like me, you know, the only opinion that matters about me in my life is me. You know what I mean? What do I think about myself? What do I feel about myself? I don't care what nobody else got to say. That's their perception of me. That don't make it real. Only reality is what I see myself as. But yeah, just not caring, man. And then something else, to another space to come from, and this will help you be a better student, is realizing that, you know, in life, there's things that we know, and then there's things that we don't know. And the truth is, nobody, including myself, know what we don't know. I know it sounds like a riddle, but it's real. You know what I mean? Just realizing that you don't know everything. And not only that, take it a step further, make it a goal. Shit, that's a goal for me every day, is to learn something new. You know, to what is new that I can add. And obviously that's the beautiful thing about having goal, though, is that once you have that goal in place, whether it's the long term or the annual goals, it's gonna, and the fact that you repeat it every day, what happens is it's gonna get you to start thinking more and more things in relation to that, which is awesome, because that's what you want. That's how you get what you want. Is, you know, is, as you think about it, is that it begets more and more thoughts that are similar thoughts. If you're thinking positive thoughts, you get positive, more positive thoughts about your goals. You know, whenever you find yourself, that's another thing too, whenever you find yourself running off in a negative thought tangents. I mean, right now, most people are not even acknowledging or realizing that they're not really controlling their thoughts. But once you find yourself going in a negative direction, what I'm suggesting for you is you got to find something that you say to break yourself from this. So one of the phrases I use whenever, because even now, not every day, but shoot, man, there's times where, you know, negative thoughts just keep persistently trying to come at you, because that's what the world's throw at you. You know what I mean? So it's like you got to find a phrase or something for yourself that'll pull you back from those negative thoughts and bring you back to where you need to be. The phrase I use is that I am Otis Tucker, the amazing doer of the impossible. I remember there was a point where I was struggling a lot with thoughts, positive and negative thoughts, and that's one thing I used to use all the time. Whenever I get those negative thoughts, to stop those negative thoughts and bring it back to the positive thought realm. But anyways, the topic today again is goal part 3, and I'm gonna repeat them again, the things that you need to keep in mind. What's very important about your goals, number 1, is write it down. If you don't have it, again, go to Dollar Tree. They got these composition books for $1 a piece, man. Go there, get them. You know, I want you to write dates. I know it's kind of hard to show it to you, but every day I write the dates, you know, in the left corner here, same thing over here. And, you know, at first I wouldn't write much because it wasn't much to write. It was a journey. I didn't know what to write. But I'll tell you this much, is that, you know, is once you get to start something, that's the hardest part, y'all, is starting something. Once you start something, it gets easier and easier with time. I mean, shit, just like these videos, you know what I mean? Never did them before, like not like this, but you know what? I love it now. I'm looking forward to it. It's only been 3 days, but every morning now I'm excited about doing this for you. And even in the nighttime, that's another thing too. I do evening meditation. So before I go to bed, and this is very important, is that I know I haven't taught you about the mind yet, and tomorrow I'm gonna teach you about what does the image of the mind look like. Like if I were to ask you that right now, nobody knows that. People say their brain. I used to think it was my brain for a while. Like, what does your mind really look like? We know what our hand look like, our feet look like, everything else look like. But nobody in this, you know, unless you've been taught this, you don't know what the image of your mind look like. So I'll touch on that tomorrow. That is the topic tomorrow. But coming back to this though, is that for goals, again, write it down. Repeat it every day, 7 days a week. Pick a time, preferably a little bit after you wake up, because your mind is still in that dream state. So, you know, from what I understand is that that's the most effective time for you to really program your mind. So recite your goals every single day in front of the mirror, and make sure you have deadlines for your goals. You gotta have deadline. It's not a goal without a deadline. Any goal you think you have without a deadline is a wish. You must put a deadline. Those are the main ones, for real, for real. I mean, as time goes by, if I think of more stuff, I'm learning stuff every day, y'all. So, you know, I'll just do a separate video for that with time. But for right now, the goal today, the topic today was goal part 3. And as you can see, I wing this stuff. It's off the cuff. I don't write nothing down. I just talk to you. So, hey, work with me. Have an amazing day, y'all.